Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Knights of the Eternal Throne. Now, when we left off, we had just kind of helped Senya to complete her ritual, and I'm actually really interested to see what happens next, because this is very divergent from the previous playthrough of this that I did, which was obviously focusing on the dark side of things. So, yes, we're gonna find out, I guess, once we have placed our... Oh, really? Really, Skytroopers? You are really crashing this party? I really do not appreciate that, thank you very much. Can you please just go away? Yes, thank you. Talk about a droid where you don't want them. I mean, I know that you can't really say, but these are not the people you're looking for, because, yeah, you can't really say that to those droids. They're just programmed for one thing, and that's shooting things and being annoying and showing up at the worst possible moments. But, yes, let's place these explosive charges. I find it amusing that we're placing the explosive charges on these two pillars here, and then only on that one over there, and I guess it makes sense, because they're the choke points and things. I do have to now take these all out, so I guess I'm just going to try and use my amazing abilities, and bear in mind that my damage as Zaylan is absolutely... well, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad, so I'm a little bit dubious about some of the fights later on, but, well, we're going to see if he can handle things. I think he probably will be able to. And now we can detonate charges at a safe location. Oh, fantastic, yes. Don't want to blow ourselves up. That would be kind of bad. Can I ask, though, why was there a need for that cutscene? Oh, well, I suppose it does make those rocks appear and things, but also... why are we... how did we have the charges? I mean, I don't think Theron has a backpack, does he? He doesn't have a backpack with charges? Well, maybe we picked them up somewhere, but even so, a little bit strange. Let's speak to Senya then, and see what's going on. Or if she's alive? I don't actually know.
She's alive, barely.
I held them off for as long as I could. What happened?
A sacrifice. The mother's life essence to heal her son.
I know Senya. She wouldn't do this unless she truly knew Arkin could be redeemed.
If Arkin's so good, why did he leave his mother behind?
The wounded son fled. Delirious, confused. He thinks his mother perished.
I'll tend to Senya.
Let's go. We must stop Arkin.
Yes, we must stop Arkin, but why? I mean, yes, okay, well, I suppose we do have to tell him that Senya's alive still, and barely breathing, I guess, but wouldn't that be a good thing to do, you know, to be like, oh yeah, I suppose he is confused, so I guess that makes sense, but even so, well, I guess with an infusion of life force and becoming a little bit delirious and confused, you're going to do things that are kind of random and stuff. So I suppose I can see the aspect of that, but let's see if we can convince him otherwise.
Arkin! Your mother survived the ritual. She needs your help.
No, you are not alone.
Caught! Arkin's escaping!
Stop him!
No can do. Got my own fires to put out.
Kill them all.
Valen's going to disintegrate her family, along with half of Voss. Those ships belong to the Sith Empire. Maybe they want to join our alliance.
The Sith Empire once wanted me dead. But if they're looking for peace, we may need new allies in the hunt for Arkin.
Arkin will return.
To help me overthrow Valen? Or break my neck?
To destroy your alliance. You think you are unassailable, but consider the cost of your victory. Thousands killed. A planet devastated. A mother's sacrifice. There is only one way to end this chaos and bring order to the galaxy. You must seize the Eternal Throne.
Even the most noble leader risks corruption on the seat of your twisted throne.
You are no ordinary leader. You fell before my influence, but it couldn't contain you. You hunted me countless times, and always you survived. You were the Alliance commander, champion of fear, and conqueror of my every challenge. No one is more worthy of taking the throne. Not even my children.
Do you count yourself among that number?
My time has passed. Only you can take the Eternal Throne. It is your destiny.
They retreated! This shouldn't have happened. This is your fault!
I gave the Gemini droids the freedom to choose. They simply made a choice you didn't like.
Ugh! They let Mother escape. I'm going to dismantle every one of those droids.
By fixating on Senya, you neglected a much greater threat. The Outlander.
My father was there too. I felt him.
And you chose to ignore him. You've been thinking like a child. Focus on the big picture.
I see it now. It's all connected. And the Outlander is the key.
Call coming in from the Sith fleet. It's Empress Acina.
Greetings, Commander. It is an honor to finally speak to you.
I'm grateful you showed up when you did. You saved a lot of lives.
I hope this is only the beginning of what we can do for you. The Sith are tired of being crushed under the Eternal Empire's boot. We wish to join your cause.
I figured the Sith would rather watch Kaas City burn than take orders from a Jedi.
We will follow anyone strong enough to defeat Valen. I'm proposing an alliance of two independent powers against a common foe.
An alliance is only effective if both sides trust each other.
We are not the same empire you once fought. While you were frozen in carbonite, many things changed. Come to Dromund Kaas. See for yourself.
Sure, we'll head right over. That doesn't sound like a trap at all.
What would I gain by betraying you? Your followers would turn against us, and we would have even more enemies out for vengeance.
The Empress did put herself at risk by helping us here. Valen isn't likely to forgive that.
We'll pay you a visit. I hear Dromund Kaas is lovely this time of the year.
I will be sure to give you the scenic tour. I will look forward to your arrival.
I guess it couldn't hurt to visit. We've got intel, but I can learn a lot more if we're there in person.
Don't do anything that will hurt the negotiations.
Understood. Don't get caught.
That's not exactly what I meant.
I'm curious to see if things really have changed since I left. Whatever we find, this trip will be interesting.
Alright, well, that is an amazing turn of events, isn't it? Because obviously, I knew what was going to happen because I've already played this, but I'm really enjoying the light side of things. I think that's really cool. Anyway, let's have a look and see what I can get here. Okay, so we're going to take the defensive saber, of course, and oh yeah, I think that's going to be really nice. Okay, so wow, we're level 66 already. That is really nice. Okay, otherwise, we're just going to go and rendezvous with Minister Lawman. Well, I must say that this is very unusual. I mean, having a Jedi running around on an Imperial vessel, but we're going to meet the Empress herself. Now, that's quite a rarity, isn't it? Especially as a Jedi, unless you're going to go and slay them, and hopefully we're not going to be able to, well, not going to be having to do that, I suppose. But, this looks, it's very red. Very red and gloomy in here, but I like the red. I like the red color scheme, I have to say. Anyway, let's go and take a taxi.
Dromund Kaas. I clung to this world for too long before I cast it aside as a failed experiment.
You didn't cast it aside. I fought you and drove your spirit into hiding.
I had already shifted my focus to Sakul many centuries before your victory here. This is the empty husk I left behind. But the Sith could still be a useful tool to help you seize the Eternal Throne.
Honored guests, welcome to Dromund Kaas.
Moff Lawman.
It's Minister Lawman now.
Really? I figured your career was over after you lost the Ascendant Spear.
Sounds like you know each other.
Lorman and I have a little history.
It's Minister Lawman, and the past is irrelevant. I serve Empress Acina now. She awaits us in the throne room.
Welcome, Commander. These are strange times. Did you ever imagine the Sith would negotiate with a Jedi?
I hope you're able to move beyond your prejudice.
In the past, arrogance would have blinded us to our flaws. Now we understand admitting weakness is the first step in eliminating it.
I urge you not to be so critical, Empress. The Sith Empire has always been glorious.
I would like to continue this conversation on my personal shuttle. Just the two of us, speaking freely.
It may not be wise to split up.
I'm choosing to put my faith in her. Stay with Lorman, and behave yourselves.
It's Minister Lawman! Minister Lawman! Is that so hard to remember?
Don't worry about us, Commander.
Okay, so apparently he has a huge problem with being just Lawman instead of Minister Lawman. I find that amusing, very, very amusing indeed, and I very much wish that I could have pushed his buttons a little bit more. And even with the Dark Side series, I personally would have liked to have pushed his buttons and called him Lawman a few more times, just to see how far you can actually push the man. So, spending some private time with Empress Acina. Well, this is not going to go the way that we kind of wanted it to go with our Dark Side series, but I think it's going to be interesting to see two differing points of view. But she does seem to be very advanced, shall we say, in her points of view.
There remain Sith who do not approve of the alliance I offer. They hold tight to the old ways. But to stop Vaylin, we must work together.
Taking her down is all that matters. I welcome any help I can get.
This does not end with Vaylin. We both know there is only one path to victory. You want to seize the Eternal Throne, and I will help you.
I want nothing to do with the throne.
You hardly have a choice. Unchecked, Vaylin will grind us into dust. I am not powerful enough to stop her. You are, with my help. Engine's non-responsive. We need to bring it down. We're coming in too fast. Bail out!
Oh, really? Come on now. Surely we could have stopped it some... no, we definitely couldn't have stopped it somehow. I mean, some things are just out of our control, even if we are extremely powerful Force users. She does have an extremely cool color lightsaber, though, I have to say that. Come over here, little cat. Come over here, little cat. Oh, no. Okay, what about over here, then? Come on, follow me. Oh, well, this is absolutely ludicrous. Oh, there it is. Go! Oh my. Well, that is indeed a shame. I was attempting to get the Primal Vinecat hit by the lightning, but it appears only to work against me.
Your skills are impressive, Commander. It's good to know your reputation is not exaggerated.
You handle yourself well in a fight.
I can pilot a shuttle, too, unless someone sabotages it. Probably the same person jamming our comm signals.
Lorman's behind this. I know it.
Lorman lacks both the courage and competence to orchestrate a direct attempt on my life. My shuttle has an emergency beacon. The signal should cut through any interference. If help is coming, that's where they'll be.
Just about into the main network.
Someone's coming.
Forgive the intrusion, but I come bearing tragic news. The Empress's shuttle has crashed.
Crashed? Where?
Somewhere in the jungle. Unfortunately, the emergency locator is not transmitting.
That's impossible.
Not if the shuttle disintegrated. I'm afraid there's only one logical conclusion. The Empress and Commander are dead.
But if that were the case, then I'm pretty sure that Lana would have sensed something in the Force, because two powerful Force users, if I can count myself as being powerful at least, but two powerful Force users being eliminated at once, that is going to cause some kind of ripple, isn't it? So, yeah, there's definitely some suspicion going on there. Also, have you noticed how Lorman's voice is very similar to a certain... well, I think a certain two characters in Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. It's actually kind of amazing. If you think of him saying those lines that those two characters say, then it's actually hilarious. Anyway, I think that will be it for this episode. Next time we're going to go jumping around, and we're also going to try and find the shuttle. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.